What's up, everyone? Back with another YouTube video. Yeah, I've kind of made a couple in the past week. It's the first time in a while, so pretty cool to be back at it for the time being, of course. I know I was making videos of part whatever of my record trying. All right, yeah, of course I don't remember. I think I said that in the last video. I can't remember anything I say in these YouTube videos. It's funny, like I'll record it, not even rewatch it, and just post it. That's what I've been doing the past handful of videos, and I think it's more so the more I look at it, the more I watch it to make sure everything is quote unquote perfect. I'll start finding things wrong with it. I don't like how I said this. I don't know. I don't like how I moved like this. And just the worse it gets, the more I watch it. So I just pay attention to doing it as I go. And if I think it's good, just post it. Don't rewatch it. That's just my best option. And obviously, I'm not editing anything. I'm not doing this, doing that. So it makes it a lot more simple, a lot more fun to make YouTube videos and such. But yeah, just showing you guys 5 LPs I've listened to in the past day. And a tape. I have been collecting more tapes. I've always said I love tapes practically as much as LPs. So yeah, getting tapes is super important to me. I don't have a lot compared to LPs, but I have a fair amount of tapes, and gonna show you guys one of my newer tapes that I'm sure a lot of people who watch my videos as have heard this release, whether it's black metal or not. But yeah, we'll get to it. So first tape, or the tape I'm showing you guys, Black Magic SS, Fast Speed. Give you guys a better look. Cool little speed metal logo. Um, yeah, I blind bought this, and I haven't listened to the newer full length either. I have noticed a lot more people are putting emphasis in buying this versus the full length, so I'm not sure what people really think about it. But I will say the story behind this release. So obviously they dropped the LP for this twice, and both times the website went fucking bananas. And um, I don't know if anyone that watches this tried to get the LP or even the tape of this, but the website would freeze, nothing would work, you couldn't check out or anything. That happened both times. So the first time, which I think was what, like April or some shit, I remember I woke up before I had to go to work. It was probably like 4 or 5 a.m. I see it dropped probably like 30 minutes ago. Go on the site, and it was frozen. I'm just like, all right, I'm probably not, I don't know, I probably won't get it at the moment. So I wait a little. I think I waited until like when my shift was almost over. And before you know it, it's sold out. It might have been after my job, after work, but yeah, it was sold out, totally gone. And I'm like, fuck, that was so weird. The website did that. And then people were commenting, like, why don't you guys fucking fix your site or update it, yada, yada. And then fast forward, I don't know if this was like a couple weeks later, so around that time, give or take. I think it was like mid late April, I believe so. If it was, I can't believe that was almost 2 months ago. But anyway, I remember it dropped again before I went to work, and this time I knew what to expect. It was gonna freeze the whole time. Take a while for you to actually be able to check out. I was told by a friend that's because someone's using some type of bot to put every LP in the cart so they can buy it all and flip it to whoever fuck knows. But anyway, I'm at work, first few hours, refreshing it literally every 5, 10 minutes, sometimes less, refreshing. And then sometimes it would let me like put it in the cart, but wouldn't let me fully check out. So I go back and forth doing that. And then I'm on my lunch, which I take around like 1:30, doing it again, keeping, tabs on the site. Still nothing. Fast forward to the second half of my shift. I get off at 6, and like a few hours before, I'm just doing it constantly. Pack a box, refresh it. And then it comes to be like 5 o'clock. I'm just like, I finally take a break, right? I finally take a break. I'm finishing up at work. I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone, just chilling. And I remember it's 6 o'clock when I get off, and then I'm looking again, sold the fuck out. I was refreshing that motherfucker all day, and the last hour I don't. Of course, it finally works and it sells out. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't too mad. I was just like, it wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. But fast forward to, I think this was, this was definitely in May a few weeks ago. the tapes were available again, and I go to it. It was being slow again, but not as slow as it was the past few times. It was also slow the first time they dropped the tapes too. This is the second time they dropped them. But yeah, I did manage to cash out, and it took probably like 10 minutes to even do that, but I got a tape and I'm fine with this. I think they said they're dropping more LPs in June. I don't even know if I want to participate. That shit's just a whole train wreck, but you know, as I was saying, I blind bought this tape, and the title sounds like how the music sounds, I guess. It's pretty solid, but you know, it doesn't compare to the early stuff, the full lengths. But I've only listened to this like 3 or 4 times, but I did enjoy it for sure. You know, it's what I expect from the cover, album title, or EP title, yada yada. So that's the story of how I finally managed to get a BMSS, the new fast speed tape. Glad I could at least get a tape. I didn't want the CD. Obviously, I'm very analog, so I mean, you guys all know that. All right, time to go in on the LPs. Enough of the Blackmagic SS train wreck. But yeah, first off, I revisited this album last night, and it's Blaze Berthall, favorite Blaze Berthall release. I've always been on the fence of what my favorite Blaze Berthall is. Obviously, typically between Forest and Brawny Called. I like other projects too, Varglade, Raven Dark, Nitberg, all that. I like it all, but this release right here is just, you know, favorite Blaze Berthall. I've said this in a video. I know I have. I've had to. This is the first Russian black metal and first Blaze Berthall album I ever heard. And yeah, that's why it holds a very special place. And the intro, Askelberg, I don't know how to say that, but this ambient intro right here is one of my favorite tracks ever. Like, I don't want to say, I mean, it is probably my favorite track, tied with the 2 and 3. We could separate it as ambient Blaze Berthall tracks and then black metal, ambient, whatever. But this is definitely first track, favorite Blaze Berth and ambient instrumental for sure. It's just, it makes me imagine the snowy, broken ruins of Russia, battlefield, gloominess, depression, apocalyptic. It's just, it sets the tone perfect for the album. It gets me in this very emotional state of sorrowfulness. And yeah, it's just a fucking great fucking track. And tracks 2 and 3, really, okay, every track, but tracks 2 and 3 are really good. This one right here, second track, is a little over 10 minutes. I think this one's like seven-ish minutes. But yeah, I mean, this album is just fucking gold, fucking pure Russian black metal, top tier, fucking Blaze Berthall. I did get a colored LP with this. It is the red I think it's translucent, not really, but red LP. Yeah, I'm glad this was the first Blaze Berthall album I ever heard. I actually had a friend message me who said this is his favorite too. And I feel like it's not a lot of people's favorite, although it is liked a lot. I know whatever Brawny Called record with the 4 tracks and the ship on the front, I know that's a favorite. Winter Called, the blue and red cover, it's like a horse snake thing, I don't fucking know. I know that's a favorite one. The debut, whatever it's called. There's a lot of good Brawny Called, and me personally, I like them all. I plan to get every Brawny Called LP eventually. Oh, I didn't show you guys the insert though. But yeah, I plan to get every Blaze Berthall release that's possible. You know, there's still a lot I'm missing, but I do have a fair amount. Show you guys this. Got a Cod Rod right there. And you got the lyrics right here. I think I'm going to revisit this tonight. I revisited last night, and I was fucking having a blast listening to it. I was laying in bed, eyes, like resting my eyes, but not fully asleep, just chilling, getting absorbed in the Blaze Berthall atmosphere. And yeah, I had a good time. Like I said, that's every Blaze Berthall album, and I really am glad that, you know, I'm just glad there's some type of LP version out there, whether it's a bootleg or not, but we won't get into that. To me, these sound pretty good, and super high quality covers, whatever, but I get why people want to talk shit. But that's Blaze Berthall right there, Brawny Called. Yeah, favorite Blaze Berthall release. I've come to that conclusion. I think in the back of my mind, I always knew it was my favorite Blaze Berthall song, which I haven't heard album. I haven't heard every single Blaze Berthall album yet, 'cause some of them I just want to blind buy, but you know, I think I knew in the back of my head that this is my favorite, even if some come close like Winter Cold. But yeah, this is just million, cajillion, gazillion out of 10. Anyway, next album we're going over is a Ukrainian band. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of bands, especially in a lot of my videos lately, are just bands everyone knows. But it's also just the records I'm getting. Like, I prefer to talk about music I own, tape, vinyl. But yeah, this is just a band everybody knows. Nothing fucking obscure. I really need to put more obscure shit I own in my YouTube videos. I just haven't yet. Hate Forest compilation LP. It's got 2 tracks. I know Cynthia, and Shining Abyss is in their first demo. This, I forgot what EP is this from. And you got like 2 instrumental ritualistic type songs. And I forgot what EP this from. 2 songs from each release. 8 songs, 2 songs from each different release, whatever. But yeah, I had a friend tell me, oh, this compilation just dropped. If you like Hate Force, you should definitely get it. And like me, who, if someone that I know likes good music says this record, this tape, yada yada, has a lot of good stuff, and if I like this band or if I like this album, I should like it, I will gladly blind buy it. They call me Blind Buy Daddy. I blind buy so much shit, whether it's a band I've heard or not, or if it's a band I just saw and people are, a friend, not just people, but people, my friends saying, oh, it's a good fucking release, get it. I'll gladly get it. I've yet to be disappointed yet, but show you guys the insert. Yeah, these are the releases right here. I forgot they're there. So Scythia, Annihilation, those first side A, and then Aerosophia and Black Dog for the other 2 releases. So pretty cool stuff. You can never have enough Hate Forest. Show you guys cool color LP, which is just fitting for the cover, of course. Little matted white LP. Not matted, but cool little white LP. But yeah, I've been into Hate Force for a while, so there's still albums I don't own, obviously. There is a full length that I have never heard, and I've heard people say it's their best, Sorrow. I've actually never heard that album. I've known about it since I've been into them. I never listened to it, and I would love to blind buy it eventually, but I think that would be the most ideal way to listen to it, to be honest. But yeah, Hate Force right here. Heathen's Heart is the label. There you guys go. Fucking Hate Forest, can never get enough. Put this away real quick. Alright. Let's put this away. Oh. Alright guys, give me a sec. I brought a few records. I don't know if I'm going to show them all in the video. This is a record I definitely want to include. So, Go to RX. Some people say it's just pure hype piece nonsense. Some people like a lot of releases from that label. And me personally, I like a lot of Go to RX presses. This is more of a popular band from Go to RX, and I've gotten really fucking lucky getting this band's LPs. Some bands I'm super unlucky, but this band I get super lucky. I couldn't tell you why. It is Commodus, Fatal Wolf and Stained Glass. This is the double picture LP. So I know I've told the story of how I got Wreath on picture LP from the drop, and I got it successfully in the most lucky way. This, on the other hand, I was just so fucking fast. Like, I did that shit seconds. Like, obviously Danny, he's not always right on time. So, you know, I remember, so the drop is at noon in my time zone. And I remember I forgot there's a Go to RX drop, and I see someone posting me making fun of Go to RX drops. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a fucking drop today. And it was like 11:57. So I get on my phone, waiting, scrolling. And I don't think the drop hit until like 12:10. Anyway, it hit. Went for this bad boy directly. I definitely wanted the picture disc because I have the picture disc of the first 2 albums, so it only makes sense to get this. And yeah, I got lucky. I remember I got this in a moose cut. And you know what I do, as I'm sure a lot of people who've participated in any type of vinyl drop, you get what you want first more, and then you place another order for the second, whatever else you want to get. I do wish Danny, like, because he knows everything, he makes it so everything sells fast, people buy. I wish he would refund you on shipping if, you know, you got multiple, but I guess that's just too forgiving. So I'll show you guys a better glimpse of this LP, this double LP, I should say. You got the Obi strip right there, the cover. there's 12 tracks like there is the debut. I think this came with a booklet. Can't exactly remember. Got the dude right here. I don't remember his stage name. Got some cool little art right there. I'm trying to remember if this came with a booklet or something. I cannot remember. The goddamn. I think it did. I can get it out. There we go. Sheet of paper with the lyrics. I know the debut, which I got on Discogs a while back, that came with like 2 posters and shit, both double-sided. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm seeing if there's anything else in here. Oh, there is something else. I don't even think I've looked at this since I bought it, actually. Like, I cannot remember even looking at this. Got this bad boy right here, which is pretty cool. I don't think it, yeah, it doesn't open or anything. Yeah, so that's about it for what it comes with. But yeah, the debut, dude, it comes with like fucking 2 posters. I think a booklet too. I don't remember if there's a booklet, but so much cool stuff with that. And yeah, I scored that on Discogs for like 45 bucks. I remember I saw it there a week before I bought it, and I was just hesitating. I'm like, I do like Komodos, and it is a picture disc. This was like a few years ago. And yeah, I pulled the trigger, got it for $45. So super lucky on that. But I'll show you guys the cool picture LP. Try to get this right there. Super nice stuff. Got like that's like the insert on the inside of the vinyl, whatever it's called. But yeah, picture disc right there for LP1. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about that, but escaped my mind. Show you guys too. Right there. Oh yeah, I mean, something I was gonna say about the picture LP, it might be every LP actually, I don't recall, but on the end of side A, like the last 30 seconds of the last song on side A, there's like this weird sound, like it sounds, I don't know how to describe it. One of my friends basically asked me if my version of the picture disc had made this weird sound where the music sounds just off, I guess you could say. And he said his friend who had a black LP said it sounded like that. And I had a shitty record player at the time. This was like a few months ago, and I remember I didn't notice it at first, and you know, I play it and I send a video to him and ask, like, I think I hear it, and he said, yeah, I guess it's every pressing. I'm surprised GoToRx didn't like fix that or catch that, and yeah, I guess there's some like, I don't know how to describe it. It's some weird sound. It's like a not faulty, but it's like an issue with how they pressed it, whatever, and yeah, apparently that's on every Komodos LP eventually of this record. I don't know. I haven't really seen much other people talk about it, but I definitely hear it on mine. So I would think it's every single one, since the one my friend knew, he had a black LP. So who knows? I mean, it doesn't bother me to the extent of I wouldn't listen to it or anything. But yeah. But you know, I'll wrap that up. I did have a few more records I wanted to talk about, but honestly, this video is already 18 minutes, so I can just call it quits there. Save some records for future videos so I don't use too many in one video. That's kind of how I look at it, to make as much cool YouTube videos with what I own as I can. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and see you on the next one.